Good evening, Bashers. Welcome to the DeRailers podcast. On this week's train ride, we're going to be eating some delicious donuts and talking about donuts and donut-related stories. Enjoy the ride, passengers.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the DeRailers podcast. I am Ripken.
I'm Jenny Bean.
And I am Goobs.
And we are part of Bad Secret Media. Check out badsecretmedia.com. Become a Patreon of Bad Secret Media for a whole bunch of extra content from the DeRailers podcast, the Secret Levels podcast, the Secret Transmission podcast, and Toby versus those pesky telemarketers. He loves those telemarketers very much, and they love him too.
Listen to Bean's Reads, where Jenny Bean talks about
that
books.
As well.
Oh my god, yes.
Maybe a bad lib or two? Absolutely. But for now, we're gonna go nuts for donuts.
I was saving that joke for later.
I kind of figured that Gerald would break it out, to be honest with you. I thought he was going to throw it in, so I wanted to get it in before anyone did, to be honest with you.
You wanted to fill that donut hole?
I did, absolutely. Which we prefer to call Timbits.
Yes, they're definitely Timbits up here.
If you get them at Tim Hortons, I suppose.
I think Country Style calls them donut holes.
Do we even have Country Style anymore?
Some
of them are around.
Really? Okay.
My mom actually brought me home
oh my god,
a whole bunch of Country Style donuts.
Really?
Yeah, they're so
and dude,
good, man.
They kill Timmy's.
They do.
The apple fritter, I love
Tim
apple
Hortons,
fritters.
This is all news to me. I can't remember the last
This is
time
why
I've
we're
had
talking about donuts.
Yeah, I can't remember the last
This is a random
time I've
topic,
had
so we're just like, let's just go.
Yeah. In Canada, we had two major donut chains, like Tim Hortons. Everyone knows Tim Hortons. Even if you're an American, you probably know the great Tim Hortons, named after
or at
the
least like
hockey
the
player.
mythos of like
of course, Timmy's,
of
Timmy Ho's, Tim's.
T-Ho's, yeah.
It's all the same. And then there was Country Style, or even back in the '90s, we had Coffee Time.
Yeah, Coffee Time.
Yeah.
That was crack time. That was like the crackhead hangout. Was coffee
I think
time
Coffee Time went downhill the second they stopped allowing smoking inside buildings. That's when I noticed
Oh, no,
Coffee
because
Time.
they had the room, too. They had the smoking room.
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
they had, like,
they
a
built
separate
the
area,
windows. You can stare at the smokers.
Yeah.
Which is what we all want to do. We all want that visual.
It was very American.
Taking your kid to the zoo. Yeah, well, Americans are... That's how most of the shit runs down there.
Yeah,
They have
that's
a
why I
smoking
mean it's
section.
very
Or not
American.
anymore,
Yeah.
but...
It used to be, yeah.
That's crazy.
I used to love going down to the States and doing
when we were younger, when we would go...
Yeah, when we
like,
actually smoked cigarettes, we'd go to, like... We find a truck stop with a smoking
big,
section.
dirty breakfast,
So we'd make
section.
sure, like... Because we would drive overnight, or Jen would.
Yeah.
And then when we get in there, like, let's get a big dirty
We'd get
breakfast
there
and
at,
go
like,
shopping.
7, 8 in the
Big dirty
morning,
trucker
right?
breakfast.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
man.
yeah.
We
And it
would
was
hack
like
butts
$6
and
for
breakfast.
like
yeah.
4 eggs, like 6 pieces of bacon,
So
4
cheap,
sausages,
yeah.
ham, hash browns. So we're just in there smoking our
Packing
Camel
our
cigarettes.
butts.
And
No,
like,
well, you are. I refuse. I can't smoke American cigarettes.
it was the
They're
best.
gross.
Well, back to the best donut I had in a while.
Oh my god.
Because I love the apple fritters. They were so moist in like the middle. It wasn't like overcooked. Like Tim Hortons ones are like sometimes are dry in the middle, and only the apple is like the moist part.
Oh, yeah.
And
But this
they're-
whole thing was like dry and cakey, and like it was like I'm drooling right now just talking about
See,
how
I
great
can't,
this
like,
was.
I don't eat apple fritters, but their donuts were like the old... Like, if
Like the
somebody
old-timey
made it
way.
in their kitchen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, they're so good.
See, you know what? I feel like why that is because places like Country Style are forced to put more effort into their donuts
Yeah, to
because
sell them.
Tim's is like
They still sell eclairs, man.
Oh, that's just Tim's is like the automatic go-to.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you right now, I think Tim's reputation has gone to its head because
Yeah.
I feel like they've definitely gone downhill.
And
over the
honest,
years.
yeah, like...
Oh, they
after
definitely
those
have.
donuts, I'm like, I look at Tim Hortons donuts and I'm like,
I'm trying to find
Yeah.
a picture of the donut show Ripken. We had a Reese's. He doesn't like peanut butter.
This was at a Country Style?
Yeah.
Dude, a
Okay.
Reese's Pieces donut, bro.
Like, even
damn.
though
It's like chocolate glazed on
It's
top.
a chocolate
with-
dip,
Yeah,
yeah.
but you can see the, like, Hawaiian or vanilla dip.
Yeah,
whatever
they're
you
all
wanna
thick
call it
donuts,
there.
like-
Okay.
And they have, I know this is great for a podcast, but they put Reese's Pieces
they're
crumbled
good.
on top and, like,
Yeah.
so bomb. It's so nice and airy and fresh in the middle. Like,
Very light, yeah. They're good.
they got home probably after a couple hours of being bought, but they still tasted fresh.
I ate it at, like, midnight. It was still fucking good.
I ate one the next day. It was still delicious.
Well, I don't get home till midnight.
There it is.
so-
I'm going to have to find myself a Country Style. I
Yeah,
can't even think of
donuts
where
are
I've
worth
like
it.
last seen one.
Like, apple fritters are, like, my second go-to. Let's go through the top 3 donuts that we all love.
Top 3 donuts. See, that's tough. Now, I was just going to say that's tough for me because I've never been to, like, one of these luxury places that
Well,
does,
we're
like,
not
the...
counting luxury
Oh,
donuts.
okay.
No, just
We neither
normal
have
donuts.
wheat.
Okay.
We neither have wheat.
Okay,
let's
so we'll
go
get into
with
the
just,
luxury donuts a bit later then.
our
For now, we're
dream
just...
donuts, yeah,
I'm,
but, like-
well, you guys know me. I'm a basic bitch.
So
you
am
know?
I.
So
Fucking-
She's sour cream.
Don't ruin it.
My go-to is a maple dip all the time.
Like those, yeah.
Number one, if I can't get a maple dip, I'll get a chocolate dip. Again, basic bitch. And if I can't get I'll probably get a vanilla dip with the sprinkles or the Hawaiian dip. If same thing.
I refuse to call it a Hawaiian.
Yeah, same. White
Jenny,
frosting.
you got yours?
Yeah.
I'm basic too. Sour cream glazed is my first because I'm old lady and I fucking love that shit.
It's so plain.
I even made my kid get into it. He loves it. And then vanilla dip, or whatever, I guess if you want to call it the other H, the dirty H word.
There's no pineapples on that shit.
It has to be the long sprinkles, not the round sprinkles.
Okay.
The round
you know what? I'm with you there. I'm with you.
Sprinkles hurt
you guys
my
are
teeth.
fucked.
Yeah, no, I'm
you
with
have reservations about sprinkles?
I'll still eat
100%
the round
agree.
sprinkles, but
Yeah, same.
I really prefer the long.
100% agree. 100% agree.
I feel like I'm going to crack a tooth on those.
Yeah. The longer ones
I'm just
are more
shaking my
easy
head
to take in here.
And then I like the one that's like a tire, the honey cruller.
Honey cruller.
Yeah.
Honey cruller's top choice.
I was going to say the one that's like a tire. That's all of them.
Yeah, honey cruller.
No, but like the way it looks like it has
looks like a tire treads.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's what I
Like
used
a
to have.
monster truck tire, yeah.
But
that's a Tim Hortons thing.
I'm gonna give like a shout out to Eclairs because I love them so much. But that's like
Eclairs.
not really considered a donut.
It's a dessert. Yeah, it's tough.
No, they used to sell them at Tim Hortons. Now they have them at country style.
Crunchy
I have a problem with
I like that
name
still. Better.
Crunchy style.
Yeah.
But they cut a donut in half, like a 6-inch donut, and put whipped cream inside, and put like a hard chocolate glaze on top. Fucking delicious, man. With the cherry sometimes, if you're lucky.
Nice.
Barf.
Depends on if you kiss the guy or not.
Ew.
Which I always do.
You always got to kiss your ice cream donut, man. I don't know why there's an ice cream man.
Especially these days. Go on.
But then, so like my official running, Boston cream, like straight away.
Yeah,
it's like a mini eclair. They shove it full of that cream. Like
I'm terrified of those, man.
No, they fill it full of something that looks like semen, but it's not semen.
No,
it's not salty.
they're good. But like, I remember my dad telling me once he got food poisoning from them, and I was so scared
I guess
to
there's
eat
egg
one
in it.
For the rest
They
of
probably
my
just
life.
like touched chicken and then fucking.
I tried it once when you got it, and I was like, "Holy fuck, it's good," but like, it's scary for me to eat it. So I'm gonna die.
I know it's dark history.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go for my second one, apple fritter, and then French
those.
cooler.
Nice.
At the end there, the good old monster truck tire. They're so nice and airy and honey, like.
I just
so
like
good.
how it's very light.
I'll throw an honorable mention out to one that I don't even think they make anymore, and if they do, they've probably only brought it back recently. But I used to love going to Tim's and getting a sugar twist.
They don't make them anymore.
I didn't think so because literally it's just a donut that's literally just covered.
Oh,
in
I remember
sugar.
sugar twist.
Yeah,
good,
It's kind of like a Canadian. What's that Mexican treat called?
Churro.
It's a Canadian churro, nice and
I could
fluffy.
see that. Yeah.
But nothing beats a beaver tail, man.
Of course. I was gonna say funnel cake. I'm a big funnel cake guy.
Yeah, beaver tail is pretty much a
funnel
funnel
cake
cake.
for the first time last summer, and it's fucking good.
She had Wonderland funnel cake.
Yeah, that's a good place
It was huge. It was good.
That's a theme park we have up
on
here
it.
in
It was
Canada.
delicious, but none of that strawberry sauce.
I think the first one I had was Ontario Place, which got very similar to Wonderland,
good.
obviously, but
I dug it.
See, I'd rather have a beaver tail.
you want the thick pancake style.
Well, they spread it out like nice and thin and nice and crunchy, and just cinnamon. All I need is cinnamon and sugar on it, man. I don't need no fucking ice cream. Don't need no cherry stuff. At the zoo, they have like a crazy beaver tail selection.
Oh yeah, you can get
We've
it.
had one with like a whole bunch of shit on it, all sorts of ice cream. But yeah, a beaver tail is pretty much like an elephant ear is what they're called in other places.
Is it?
So
Yeah, it's like a deep.
I was never allowed to eat that though.
It's the generic shape. We
elephants
obviously
are
went more Canadian with it.
Yeah, of course, because
Something I was introduced to only this year at Christmas is when I went down to the Christmas market. We picked up a chimney cake. You ever had a chimney cake?
No.
So it's a lot like a funnel cake and a beaver tail, but like how they cook them,
Shaped like a.
it's hollow in the middle, and you
Oh,
can get
okay.
whatever you want. Like you can get them in cinnamon sugar, icing sugar. They'll put whipped cream in the middle for you, or any chocolate
Whatever.
sauce, whatever you want. It was delicious. Like
I'll fill your chimney.
yeah, it was. I don't remember the country of origin that actually like specializes in it, but it's
Spain.
good. And of course, naturally, like the smoke comes out of the hollow center.
Oh,
giving
yeah.
it a real chimney-esque feel.
I don't know if I want ice cream in it.
It was good. It was good. I think we just got ours plain for the most part, so it was still delicious. But cinnamon sugar, you can never go wrong with cinnamon sugar on most things.
Especially cereal. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, motherfuckers.
Absolutely. I like it on French toast, personally.
I hate French toast altogether.
I live for fucking French toast.
I hate things maple syrup go on.
Oh, no. Eggos?
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not a big waffle or pancake.
No, I've been over at Jen's parents or other places. Like, we're making pancakes for breakfast. I'm like, well, I'm going hungry.
You'll still eat them.
I'll eat them, but I won't put maple syrup on it. Just butter, and I'll hate every fucking minute of it.
I would hate it too if there was just butter on it. You need maple syrup, man.
Right?
I don't like maple syrup that much.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't
Terrible
like
Canadian
flavored stuff, really.
Terrible Canadian.
Fuck you, eh?
Let's talk about some of these crazy ass donuts you see. I've seen donuts where bacon is the main theme.
Yeah, maple bacon
donuts.
Yeah, I would eat one.
That's a good way to ruin bacon.
They got all these where you pay pretty much for 4 what you pay for a dozen anywhere else.
Oh yeah,
kind of
for
thing.
sure. Well, because again, but then I wonder, do they just look cool or are they actually good?
Guy, that's the thing. You know?
Oh man, I just found a place called Glory Hole Donuts.
I'm not surprised.
I'm searching up delicious donuts, and Glory Hole Donuts in Toronto opened up. Let's see here. Maybe I'll go to their website and read off some of their concoctions from the Glory Hole.
Do they look like amazingly spectacular donuts, like specialty donuts?
Oh, they are specialty donuts, man. Okay. So you can go to gloryholedonuts.com.
Be careful how you type that in.
Oh no, they're healthy donuts.
Oh, boo! We don't want no healthy donuts.
Yeah, but they'll make a cheesecake donut, where they put all the ingredients from cheesecake, break it down, put it on. There's cereal donuts where put the cereal on top and make a cinnamon donut.
Now we're talking, man. Give me a Fruit Loop donut.
They have Fruit Loop donuts.
Yeah, I would go for a cereal donut for sure.
Yeah, that'd be bomb.
Fruit Loops would probably be my
So would that be the one that, let's make our own special donuts?
Yes, oh man, I'm sure it's probably already been done, but I feel like on this show, every time you want me to make a food, cotton candy is my go-to.
Cotton candy donut?
I swear I did cotton candy
everything.
Dessert, the other day, the other time we did it, and so again, I need a cotton candy donut, and I bet it would even be blue and pink.
I think we need to get you a cotton candy machine for your birthday. They sell them for kids.
Oh shit, really?
Yes, they sell an affordable version of a cotton candy machine. Now you know Ripken's gonna be sticking his dick in there.
Well, for science purposes.
Science rules.
You know Bill Nye was doing this.
I'm Bill Nye. You have a science coat on and a cotton candy cock.
That was the sound of me
trying to eat his own
cotton candy.
Cotton candy wiener.
Yeah, cotton candy donut, that'd be pretty bad. And
so would you cut it, the donut in half? What kind of donut would you have, first of all? And would you cut it in half and make a cotton candy sandwich?
I would have to. It would just be a plain normal donut, like how you do a normal dip donut. I try to color the dough pink and blue, give it that cotton candy feel.
So swirl dough.
Yeah, swirl dough. And again, I think it would all be in the icing. You'd have to find. I'm not a chef. I'm not a baker.
Flavor.
Yeah, you can
get flavor.
Yeah, so you just cotton
That's
candy.
That's not really
that
extreme though.
But then it's topped with a thing of cotton candy as well. And
okay.
Then, I don't know, if you want to get more extreme, you put some crazy.
But you can't put any liquid on top of cotton candy. We all know what happens.
Not liquid so much, but a more icing, I guess.
No, I think that was
hardening.
still.
Yeah.
It still might melt the cotton candy.
I don't think so. I think it would sit nicely on it.
We're gonna have to do an experiment.
For science. No penises involved.
You want to go really crazy, you could put the fizzy candy.
Pop Rocks.
On top.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, see,
light.
Jenny's helping me out. Yeah.
I don't like those, but if you
they
like
have
those,
cotton candy Pop Rocks.
Yeah, there you go.
So you can put that on. Yeah, that'd be... you gotta swirl the blue and pink, though, like a mountain top, and have, the Pop Rocks snow gently landing on the crescent.
Of course.
This is how you sell $17 donuts.
Yeah, really. Yeah. This is how you take a $2 donut and you turn it into a $17 donut for sure. Yeah, it's all about the plating.
Jenny, do you have a crazy donut you'd like to make? Or delicious? It doesn't have to be crazy. I'll be going crazy.
It's going to be just like a normal donut, but with cinnamon flavor. Mm-hmm. But not too much, just a hint. And then the top's going to be a maple, kind of cream cheesy, but that thin. icing. You know, like the thick icing and versus thin
like
icing, like more
so
of a glaze, but not a full. Yeah, like a runny glaze.
Maple. You said maple glaze.
A maple-y, but not too maple-y, but maple-y, kind of vanilla-y, with French toast crunch smashed up.
Nice.
And crumbled.
Nice.
On top?
And then with the same maple-y stuff drizzled on top.
I like that.
Like a
French
milky,
toast crust,
like a milky
crunch donut.
Like a milky, cinnamony, maple-y glaze. Like,
You could probably even eat that with maple syrup.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, fuck that. That's too much maple.
Oh.
So I'm going a totally
But
different
like a
route.
light maple.
Okay.
I'm going savory.
Okay.
Oh God, you're going with the roast beef donut. I'm
No.
Hey, I'm listening.
Mine's going to be a stuffer donut. Like a Boston cream,
Yeah.
like along that kind of lines.
Ew.
Okay.
I am going fucking savory. I'm going to make the pizza nut. So I want like the outside,
So a pizza pocket with
pizza
donut
nut.
dough.
the pizza nut. Or the po nut or pie nut.
I think
The
I like
pine
pie
nut.
nut better.
Pine nut.
Pizza nut just sounds dirty.
Disgusting. Yeah.
Hey, yo, baby Teresa, want to come over and get my pizza nut?
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
I'm trying to get... all you want to do is get a piece of my nut. Fucking Teresa.
God damn her.
But, yeah, so I want, like, a nice, like, garlic butter on the outside of my donut.
Okay.
I can get down.
Like, a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top.
Gotcha. Listening.
Like, it's deliciousness. Like, not too much. Like, Little Caesars, like, the stuff they use on
Bread.
Crazy Bread.
Yeah.
I want
But this
that.
is on donut dough, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Okay.
it's donut dough.
Oh, jeez. Interesting.
So
And
it's
then I'm
like
going to
the
have, like,
donut burger,
a
but-
pepperoni / like, tomato-based sauce. Like a meat sauce kind of thing. I'm going to pump inside. Just, like, a little bit.
Picture this being good.
It's heated up.
Well, yeah, but it's.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know.
think outside the borders here.
I feel
I
like it
got
would be
you.
good if you actually use pizza dough and then like actually like
Nope.
shake the
Yeah,
donut
but it's
out
got to
of
be
it.
It's
a
a donut, man.
I get it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
I'm expanding the
This is
boundaries
gotta
of
be a
This
donuts.
is also the DeRailers. I'm just saying.
I mean, they have like burgers with donuts for buns, so I
That's
get
true.
it.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I'm just saying.
and don't they
I'm
do like chicken
clarifying.
sandwiches with like donuts
Yeah,
for
I'm
buns?
just
too?
clarifying
Okay, yeah,
that
okay,
it's
yeah,
donut
no,
dough.
all right, go on, please continue.
Or if you want to go that way, you don't want a thing.
No,
I
you
can cut.
can.
No,
I was
wait.
just clarifying.
I am now. I
Oh,
went
we're
for a
changing
filler
it.
donut. I'm changing it now. Same thing on the
Keep
outside.
this up.
Garlic butter and the shit on the top. The Little Caesars, Crazy Bread dust, cheese dust. Delicious Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan.
Nice.
But you cut it right in half. I'm doing it with my hands right now. You guys can't see that. But then you put like pepperonis on it and then cheese because everyone has like a broiler oven at like
Yeah.
Tim Hortons or any
like a toaster
breakfast
oven.
place.
Yeah.
So you're just toasting the cheese and pepperoni, getting that nice and cooked.
Okay.
And slap the other bun on top, man. You got a fucking pie nut.
Okay.
So it's pizza sandwich.
There is sauce on it, yeah?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
You can
okay.
put sauce on it.
All right. Maybe some more Parmesan cheese on top.
You can customize it.
Oh, shit. This is a build-your-own fucking pie nut.
If you want some Parmesan on top of the toppings already, you're gonna have cheese. Well, it's like sauce, pepperoni, and then mozzarella, like pizza mozzarella on top.
And then
Okay.
fucking donut.
yeah, then a donut. But it's gonna be nice and heated.
That's,
It's
Okay,
not
so-
gonna be sweet.
that's weird.
So hear me out. I got one now. So I'm gonna work off your pie nut,
Pie
pizza
nut,
nut idea.
pizza nut.
Yeah.
Come
And I'm-
on down to Goob's Pizza Nut.
Ew.
We got
Oh, God.
Hawaiian pizza nuts.
Ew.
I don't understand why are we closed.
We got Canadian pizza nuts.
Yeah, I just don't see how this is good on donut dough.
But it's not gonna. The
It's
donut dough is not always sweet. Like an
To-
old fashioned.
I mean, to be fair, like I guess it's something you can't really knock until you try it.
it's
I
like
guess,
bread.
Yeah.
It's just like a different type of bread. That's how I'm.
He's right. Like it really is just deep fried.
I guess.
It's what
dough.
you put on it and in it.
So, but you're
Yes.
right. It's weird to think about pizza on like a donut. Imagine making a full-on pizza, but with like donut
Donut
dough.
dough?
Yeah, it'd be weird.
That's
be
gonna
weird.
be deep dish, man.
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Pop up so fluffy.
Come on down to my donut house.
Be interesting. Someone should try that. Okay, I'm gonna work off that idea. I'm gonna make the great Canadian donut. So mine will not be made of donut dough. Like the whole idea of the donut here is that the shape, pretty
Oh, I'm
much.
going for the shapes.
So picture a...
This is cheating, by the way.
100%. I'm not even going to deny it. I'm so cheating just to keep the show going, and I can put forth my great Canadian idea. Canadians all around the world are going to be like, oh my god, I want to try this.
Bag milk in the hole?
I wish. It might as well be.
No.
So you get a hash brown, but you shape it. Not so much like a donut, but like more like a dish. So, like, you know, like donut shape, but with a bottom.
You're making a big hash brown. You don't have to shape the hash brown.
It'll still be the size of a general donut, but, like, it'll be like an ashtray, if you will.
Okay.
Like, so picture, a hash brown in the shape of an ashtray. And then we're going to fill that shit with cheese curds and gravy. And it'll be the great Canadian poutine donut.
Oh, God. Can you put a top on it? You said you hate that?
I would eat that.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean,
there's not a lot of gravy, like mostly cheese curds, bit of
gravy. 100%,
yeah.
Or whatever you want. Like maybe you want chili cheese donut. Fucking get some chili and some shredded cheese. Like
that's not Canadian at all.
I will call it a donut. Yeah. These are Ripken's donuts.
No, that's potato bowls.
Ripken's cheap donut. Oh, I like that better. I don't know why that sounds better than donut.
Ripken's potato bowls.
Come down
to
next to Goobs' Pizza Nut. I don't know why he closed either. I'm doing really well.
Because everyone busts a nut that heads over to the fucking potato, what the fuck did I say?
Potato
bowl.
Yeah.
And then there's Jenny's actual donut shop. We sell real fucking donuts.
It's the smallest one next to our two giant
She's doing the best out of all of us.
She has the biggest lineup.
Yeah.
Next to her, there used to be a Blockbuster. This whole place is cursed.
Or Jumbo Video.
Oh, God. Oh, I miss Jumbo Video. Because unlike Blockbuster, they gave you the popcorn.
Free popcorn, movie popcorn when you walk in that bitch, man.
That's a huge selling point right there.
Oh, I used to always love going to Jumbo.
Yeah.
It was always stale, though, but still.
Who cares?
No, it didn't matter.
It was free.
Matter, but it was always, I'm just making a point. It doesn't matter.
Sometimes if you, like, tip the person a $5,
they give you fresh.
They make the fresh one.
Oh, sweet.
Make that fresh
I didn't know that trick.
Yeah. My fondest memories as a kid were going to Jumbo Video and renting. It was probably either the Brave Little Toaster or the Jetsons Meet the Flintstones, because that's how long ago Jumbo Video existed.
Yeah,
it'd be funny if it was 3 years.
They sold action figures and stuff.
That was like when we had first started dating, like the first few years we were together. There was still one open.
Wow.
Yeah, when we moved up to Waterloo together,
there's still one there.
Our first apartment together.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I had the Love Shack. But, Jumbo Video down the street, and right across the street was the place that said they had the world's largest selection of blunts.
Blunt wraps.
And did they?
Yes.
They had a lot.
It was a good selection?
Oh, yeah.
A fucking dude, probably 1,000.
Nice.
I'm talking like every kind of blunt wrap in the world.
A lot of people are probably like, I've never heard of Jumbo Video, and that's fine. Let me put it under perspective for you, especially if you're young. I used to rent Game Boy games. Original Game Boy, not Game Boy Color, not Game Boy Advance, original Game Boy games.
No one else would really do that. Jumbo Video would. They would rent the portable handheld systems. I remember them clearly for doing that.
And you know what? It worked. I remember renting Elevator Action for Game Boy and then going out and buying that shit because I loved it so much. Yeah. And for those not familiar, it's just a Game Boy game where like you're in a building and you get into multiple elevators and you use those elevators to shoot people. Yeah.
Go up and down.
You got to use the elevators to your advantage, though.
You got to find the exit. Pretty much, pretty straightforward game, but lots of fun.
Elevator Action, man, that takes me back.
Well, it sounds like you're gonna have to come on a certain episode of a certain show.
Oh shit!
To talk about Elevator Action in the near future.
Definitely. I bet I don't have the skill I did before.
Yeah, for sure. No one really does.
No.
This is what you learn when you try to play.
It's so weird how games get so much harder.
That's a Secret Levels plug for this episode.
I also remember going to Jumbo Video, and the one movie case that like always stood out to me, and like I've still to this day never seen the movie actually, which is amazing because the movie case always stood out to me.
Really?
It was Death Becomes Her. Bruce Willis, Goldie Hawn, and I want to say Meryl Streep, but I might be wrong.
Movie case in your head that sticks out.
Do you know what like the movie case is? No. It's Bruce Willis standing in the middle, and like he's holding a candle, but like he's holding it through the stomach of one of the women, and then like he's doing something to the other woman as well. I just remember always going to jump something, but like I just remember the candle through Gold. I think it's Goldie Hawn's stomach.
I totally know what you're talking of now.
Death Becomes Her. I used to always go to Jump and see it there.
I have a couple that always stood out to me. The Frighteners with
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox, sorry.
Nice.
Not Michael Keaton. Michael J. Fox.
Good movie.
Because the Frighteners had that, the cover, the linograph, or whatever the fuck it's called, it would change. So when you walk by, it's kind of like a hologram, but it starts with an L.
Lithograph?
Whatever.
Lithogram,
Words.
Whatever, litho something.
What Jenny just said.
That shit.
Then it looked like the monsters coming in, like the wall monster, the big part of the movie, is like biting at you.
Yeah, I remember that
So
one.
I always remember that one, and then always remember a House from an old horror movie from the 80s. I used to always walk by and see it growing up. It's a dead hand with a key on his finger going towards like a keyhole in a door.
Okay.
It's like a severed hand kind of thing, like going into a door.
Nice.
And like that always stuck out to me. There was a whole bunch of different House movies.
Have you seen the movie?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you have. Okay.
Yeah, there's one of them. Someone gets they're swimming in a pool and the house like kills them.
Nice. Killer House. I like it. We should watch this.
This
movie.
house gives no fucks.
I don't know if it's that movie or not, but I remember something to do with House and like there's like a fucking thing that goes over the top of the pool like a tarp and suffocates
the
the
pool
person.
covers.
Yeah, I can't get out of it. I don't know if that was House, but either way, that's a cool fucking scene in a horror movie.
That's awesome.
I was very limited on what I was allowed to watch and shit, so...
I remember my parents wouldn't let me watch the Mortal Kombat movie when it came out.
See, I was older.
I tried to go see that, and the theater wouldn't let me watch it. Did your parents run that theater I went to?
Probably.
Like, we were probably
so
about 13 or 14 when we tried to sneak into that. And they're like, no, you can't see that. You don't have an adult with you.
The computer graphics are far too realistic in this movie. You'll be scared.
We got my buddy's dad. We were smart to buy us the tickets.
Ah, clever.
And then we got fucking, like, ID'd going into the movie.
Remember when they did that? Remember when they used to do that?
Or they just show up during the movie and, like, ask, how old are you? You need to come with me right now.
Yeah. Because you used to think you were smart, too, and even if you didn't have your dad buy the tickets, you went
and
bought...
for another movie.
Yeah, you went and bought Toy Story 2 tickets.
Going to see Encino Man. Walking into Spawn.
At least if you got stuck going to see Encino
Man,
you're still good.
Someone getting fucking head 3 rows behind you and a guy cracking beers.
Yeah.
Like 2 rows in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, all this shit's going on. Nope.
What's crazy is this is all in a packed theater, too, that this is happening.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen that exact... I've lived that scenario as well.
Oh, fuck yeah. I think everyone's been kicked out of the theater one time or another. That one great theater, though, that I always talk about down by your neck of the woods.
Movieplex 9?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We used to go there all the time as teenagers. We had nowhere to drink.
Yeah.
So we would just buy tickets for the movie and just go sit there and just all talk and have fun in an empty theater and just fucking drink beers. And...
It's funny because... Back in the 90s, we only had one movie theater. It was Movieplex 9. It was the go-to. It was terrible. It was terrible even when it opened.
The seats were fucking shit, uncomfortable.
But you didn't know that back then because it was the only...
Yeah.
And not only that, you could fucking play a whole football game with the amount of room that they left between the front row and the screen. Oh, which, I mean, in hindsight, looking at it today, that's awesome. That's smart, because everyone hates sitting in the very front row. Yeah. So at least at Movieplex 9, when you're in the front row, you're not in the front row. You're technically like 14 rows back, and like 8 kids will be playing a soccer game fucking in front of you, because they've got the room to do so. But yeah, and then finally Famous Players opened in the mall.
Yeah, and that ended everything.
Which today would be the equivalent to Cineplex or Landmark. It's still there today. It's been renovated and bettered. It now has the fucking nice recliner seating. Like, they've full on done it up nice. But even when the mall first had a movie theater, it was only 3 theaters.
Yes.
It was just as shitty as Movieplex 9.
Yeah, small, right?
Yeah, so when Famous Players came in...
But then it opened, there's a bunch of theaters, I think 8 or 9 now?
Oh, there might even be more than that, because it was first 3, and then they renovated it to make it 8, and now they've moved it to the complete opposite side of the mall.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And now it's one of the really nice theaters, and Movieplex 9 is long gone. replaced by an air zone.
But I miss the arcade at that mall. I think I took Jen there once.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we first started dating,
I think we've talked fondly about that arcade many a time.
Yeah, and I always remember the sweaty guy with the track pants.
On Dance Dance Revolution.
Exactly.
He owned that game, man. He owned it.
No matter when you're walking to the movies or if you're going to the food court, or just entering the mall, you can always look to your right as you walk past the arcade.
He had his coins at the ready. Like, he wasn't leaving that machine.
Sweaty guy, fucking looked like Andrew WK on like a bad Tuesday.
You know what? Props to him. I bet he's in the best shape of his life, or at least
he was
at the time.
Guy.
He was too, and he moved. Moved, man. He really danced.
He's not as big as Chris Farley, but like I say, he's like Dan Aykroyd. Like, he had that kind of, like, dad body type.
He definitely had the movement of Chris Farley, who we all know could do, like, a perfect fucking cartwheel and, like...
Like, this guy would be dripping with fucking sweat.
Good like, for him, man.
His gray tracksuit would be dark gray, like, after you do your shopping.
Black.
But, like, no, honestly, you gotta hand it to him, because he was getting his workout, and he did not give a fuck who saw, because he did that shit all day.
And this is the one game that sticks out of the arcade a little bit.
So it's like, it's what you see,
Yeah.
So, like, as soon as you walk by, there's hundreds of good games behind it, but all you see is Dance Dance Revolution and this guy, Andrew WK, fucking working his heart out.
Yeah, it's not like it's out the back. Like
No, they probably just put it on spectacles so you can see this guy.
It worked, though.
Not good for that guy.
I had about 4 stops at that arcade. I definitely had to hit up a WrestleFest at least once.
Yeah, they had that there. They had
a Rumble. I definitely had to hit up a Die Hard. Wayne Gretzky's hockey. For some reason, I love the Wayne Gretzky's hockey on the arcade machine way more than I loved it on N64. I don't know why.
And then the X-Men.
X-Men, yeah. Anything to do side-scrolling with X-Men.
I had to hit up the skateboarding game.
Which one was that?
I forget what the fuck it was called, but you can listen to Offspring. Well, it's like you're standing up and you're on an actual skateboard.
I was going to say you're on the actual
Top Skater or something like that?
Yeah. Now, have either of you guys been to the Palladium yet?
No, not the new one.
We gotta do a Palladium in town.
Palladium is come and gone. I mean, I don't know if the one in like Mississauga is still operational. Probably.
I don't know, man. The last time I went to a Palladium, I was like, ugh. The games weren't like
we just
really
went and had a few
style,
drinks and
like.
So how long ago was this?
Oh God, maybe 10 years ago or more. But it was everything was like either driving games or first person.
Yes,
shooters.
it seemed like that's what I was going to say. The last time I was at the
driving games and first person shooters make me sick, so I can't really play any of those games unless they're like retro ones. Like
you can play like House of the Dead.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that kind of style I can play, but it's a lot of like.
Yeah, I remember one of the last times I went, which again probably was like 10 or 12 years ago.
Yeah,
it was a lot of physical activity. I remember playing a jockey game a lot, where you're physically on the horse, and like there's even a button to whip it. I bet that game doesn't exist anymore.
No, PETA took it.
Yeah, PETA's like, yeah, fuck this shit.
No, but if I'm going to an arcade, I don't want to play new games. I want to play old games. Right?
For sure.
So.
Me and Ripken were going to go to a Palladium one day, but we ended up, me and you, just going down to Dave & Buster's.
Yes.
And like... We took the train there and everything and had like a fucking great time. Had a bunch of beverages, won some prizes. I think you still used to have one in your car up until when you gave your car to me, pretty much. Donatello, I think it was.
It was easily the luckiest I've ever been on any ticket-related game, because it was the wheel where like you have to hit it on like the 1,000 tickets, and I got the 1,000 tickets twice.
Yeah, like those kind of arcades.
We got some Macho Man glasses.
Yeah, I remember you brought those home for Sim.
Ooh, don't call me Kanye! I'm gonna kick your ass right to the west!
But I think they lit up.
As they should. Well, now seems like a perfect opportunity. I don't know if it actually is, but we're gonna say it. We're saying it is now to get into a little bit of a derailer segment. Derail this and move on to something new. Perhaps.
I think we moved on to several different things.
We have indeed. We're no longer talking about donuts.
I'm still thinking about them, though.
Hey, I'd like you both to smile like a donut.
Wait, I've got it. In order to get donuts...
The dirty look Jenny just gave me, and then the wink Ripken just gave me with two different things like together.
Here's my perfect segue. In order to get donuts, you need to go to a coffee shop. And in a coffee shop, you might find a group of friends.
Oh, I'm perking up about this.
That's right. I propose a Ride Hitch or Ditch Friends Edition.
Males or females?
Males, obviously. Duh. Okay. Why would we do the females? That's gay. God. So, think it over. Take your time. We'll let the passengers at home just reflect on their lives. Okay, well, I'm ready. I've got it. I know mine right away. So, ditch. I'm throwing Ross off the train. Let's be real. No one wants to hear a fucking paleontologist whine and bitch. Plus, he has a son from another marriage where his wife turned out to be a lesbian. The dude is a train wreck. Literally. So I'm throwing him off of our train. I'm gonna ride Joey. Obviously. Like, I know the dude's been around. I'm obviously gonna go get checked right after. Like, first things first, I'm getting checked. Like, I just had sex with Joey. Doctor's gonna be like, say no more. I'm running the tests. And then, of course, that leaves my favorite. I was just telling Jenny off of camera. I was about to say camera. Off mic. Off mic. That Chandler's my favorite. Love Chandler. I relate to Chandler. And not only that, like, there's literally a joke in the show that, like, you don't know what his job is. No one knows what he does. And I just feel like he's going to come home and he's not going to bore you with those details of his job.
But he's an actor, isn't he?
No, that's Joey's the actor. And I had my night of debauchery with Joey. Let me tell you, it was a night of debauchery.
Did it involve a duck?
A duck and a chicken, my friend. They both got in on that action. Yeah, no, I'm definitely marrying. Chandler's my favorite friend. I just love his witty sense of humor. I can actually relate to a guy like Chandler. So, yeah, I'm going to marry Chandler. I am going to ditch Ross, and I am going to ride Joey.
Jesus.
That is it right there, and I'm happy with my picks.
Go ahead, Jenny.
Ugh, I want to kill all of them.
Just to be on record.
Yeah, I prefer them all to die, because Friends is not my favorite show. I fucking hate that show. But, if I had to choose, I guess...
Which you do.
Joey annoys me the most, so we'll fucking ditch him. I guess if I had to...
Joey's the most like me, though. He's fun-loving and joyful.
He can go bye-bye. No,
this is why he's
crazy.
getting ditched.
You're way better. You're not like that at all. He's actually stupid. You just pretend you're stupid.
For the masses.
It's for the people.
Anyone who thinks that he's a dumbass is very incorrect.
He went to Mensa.
No, he's not that smart. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
I ain't going to Mensa. I went to Menstruation.
I saw him do the peg quiz at a Friendly's one time, and his IQ told him it was high.
It was amazing.
Just like he is.
And then I guess I'd sleep with Ross if I had to. Because
he needs that.
For 5 minutes, like really, I guess I could just like put a gag on him and fucking be done with it, and that's
He's gonna do nothing but complain about like.
I can put a gag in his mouth. I don't need to hear it.
Take that, Ross.
Yeah,
for
like
5 minutes.
That's all. Like he's gonna need more
He's
than
gonna
that.
be banging you and talking about fucking Rachel, his ex-wife.
What are you talking about? He's gonna be screaming about velociraptors and shit.
Oh,
Bronchiosaurus!
That's fine. I like dinosaurs. Cool.
Can you touch his monkey?
Yeah, like if I can hang out with the monkey.
Marcel watched the whole time.
No, but I don't trust. No, ew, not what happens. Like, no,
Marcel's filming.
No, creepy.
No, it's a crazy night. It's a crazy night of sex. That's what happens.
No.
Apparently, on a side note, all the cast actually hated that monkey. I heard.
Just
to
dick?
be clear, that the monkey was an asshole.
Monkeys are like
So,
people, so they can be assholes.
so fuck
right?
Marcel. But go on after your
And then,
one
I
night
guess
of...
I'd have to marry Chandler, and then I'd just kill him in his sleep. Like, he's annoying.
The Black
they
Widow
all annoy
marriage.
Me too. Yeah, I don't like any of them, honestly. Like, they're all garbage people. They drive me nuts, but whatever.
Oh, man.
If I have to choose...
Chandler wins.
That's it. What about you?
I'm, ditching Ross right away.
Of course.
Yeah,
You're gone. I don't want to hear none of your shit about...
He's been married like 12 times. Fuck.
Yeah. And he's just so... I'm so happy.
We were on a break!
He's like Eeyore, but a fucking human. And so, like...
But a dinosaur.
Mr. Longface, just fuck off. Get out of here, man. Eat bones. Then I'm gonna fuck Chandler.
Okay.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Okay.
He's like, it's like one night.
Could I be any more of a better lay?
No, you couldn't. You're mediocre at best. You don't even get the decent, bro. But, yeah, Joey, like, I think me and Joey can have a great time together.
Fair enough.
Because we're both, like, kind of, like, that kind of energy, that kind of person, where we can have a lot of fun. Goofy. I can sit in the canoe with him and not even have sex, just talk for hours when we watch our duck and chicken.
About the dumbest stuff, too. About the dumbest,
you watch that TV that's way far off in the distance, you can barely see anything on, but I don't care, because I'm chilling with my buddy Joey.
Your boo.
My boo. And then he can make me some nice food, because he can cook pretty good, and, why not, man?
Big Italian family.
Yeah, I'll be a part of that big Italian family. But I won't take that 6 inches of sausage. I only take 12.
All the other women do.
Yeah, I'll make sure he's clean before I step into that kind of situation.
That marriage.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be the good one. Well, I gotta wait till I'm married.
No, as I said before, you consummate.
I gotta wait even more. Cause I just like hanging out with
Joey won't wait.
Yeah,
I make him wait.
He'd do it for
I'm
you.
something is good enough to wait for.
He wants to go nuts for your donuts.
Take my piece of nut. A piece of nut in your mouth.
Oh God.
Gross.
There it is. Ride, Hitch, or Ditch, Friends Mail Edition.
Kill them all.
Now, would you do the same to the females?
Kill them all.
Oh shit.
Either way.
Except for one. I let one live.
We should find out which one that is
There you go.
by doing round 2 of Ride, Hitch, or Ditch,
There's been
Friends
a lot
Edition.
of double high ride hitch or ditches lately.
There
but
has been.
It's okay.
You know what?
Might as well.
Let's roll with it.
They
already
got
there.
those sitcoms with dual income, not dual income, dual numbers on each side, main characters.
Why not?
You know what, guys? Take your time. Do your thing. You know what? Maybe make some food. Do your thing. We'll take some time to think about it. Okay, and we're ready.
Done.
Who wants to start? I can start. I'm ready. I know what it is. I know what's good.
You go first so I
know
can
it's
remember the names.
So, obviously, again,
Rachel, Monica, and Phoebe, right?
So, Rachel, Monica, that's correct. Sorry, we should have established that first. Friends Edition, guys. Females now. Rachel, Monica, Phoebe. Poor Gunther. Just totally left out of the mix. Fuck that guy. Either way. Okay, so I'm going to start again with who I would ditch, who I'm going to throw off the train, and you gotta feel bad for the poor Gellers, because I'm tossing Monica right off the train with her brother Ross. Neat freak, way too controlling, my poor buddy Chandler, my husband Chandler, taking all this shit from fucking Monica, tossing her off the train, getting rid of the competition. Obviously, I am going to ride Rachel. Like, I'm going to ride that I don't want to risk even going on a break with Rachel. Just one ride, and then that's it. It's Jennifer Aniston, people. Come on. She's been with Brad Pitt. Why would you want to marry her, though? Obviously, I want to ride the woman who's been with Brad
But Brad left her, so she's going to have some issues.
Well, that's why you don't marry a girl who's been left by Brad Pitt. You just ride the ride.
No, you might, though. Be like, I'm with the girl who got fucking slammed by Brad Pitt.
No, unfortunately, as much as I'd love to say
I
that...
still taste them. Want to smell my fingers?
I'd go around saying I just slammed the girl that was with Brad Pitt for sure. Want
to smell my fingers?
And I'd emphasize the Brad Pitt part more than anything. Oh, you had sex with Jennifer Aniston? Who cares, man? She was with Brad Pitt.
I tasted him.
Somewhat. And then, of course, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with that smelly cat money. I want to marry Phoebe. Phoebe just has an energy like Joey. Like, I think I see in Phoebe what you see in Joey.
But you didn't see that in Joey.
No, I didn't. I just want to have sex with Joey, okay? That's what I'm using. I want that Days of Our Lives fucking... I want the day of my life with Joey. How about that?
Days of your life.
That's it. But I'm going to spend the rest of my life with Phoebe singing Smelly Cat. I mean, I love that energy. And she ended up with Paul Rudd. And he's a fucking, like, I don't care. Paul Rudd is America's sweetheart. Screw Tom Hanks.
So you consider yourself the Paul Rudd of...
I do. You know what?
Paul
I really do.
DeRailers podcast?
I think if I was any character in Friends, I would be Paul Rudd's character Mike. Ends up with Phoebe. And I do. You know what? I'm going to say I love Paul Rudd. The guy's he's great. He's amazing. He doesn't age.
Oh, and then we know who we're putting on the next Ride, Hitch, or Ditch.
Well, I know who I'm marrying already.
Paul Rudd, and Paul Rudd.
Oh, God, what if we choose 3 different Paul Rudds? That wouldn't be fair.
Oh, we gotta do that now.
But then it's really all just Paul Rudd, so it's okay.
I want to marry them all.
Marry him in the end.
I can't kill any one of them.
I know.
I will step on Ant-Man.
I will let him climb up my pee hole.
Ew.
That's it. I'm gonna toss Monica. I'm gonna ride Rachel. I'm gonna marry Phoebe. That's Ripkins.
I like how we all try to stick to the ride, hitch, or ditch, but we all fall apart on it.
I'm gonna murder this person.
Jenny, it's your go.
I want to throw them all off the train.
Again.
But since you can't,
yes,
you said
exactly.
you said there was one.
So mine is actually the same as yours because the two characters I hate, I hate Monica and Rachel both equally. So I guess like,
but you have to have a night of debauchery.
Yeah, so that's fine. And then I like Phoebe, so
Phoebe's the best.
I feel like she's a stoner. Like
she definitely.
I feel like
we
could fucking smoke some weed and hang out and
that's
sing.
the reason
again.
that cat smells. That cat smells of weed.
Right? I like cats
with
and
her, so.
you know, she's got that. She's weird enough.
I bet her cat sits
she's like
a
human.
human.
I'm gonna make this difference.
I can't. Like, I'm sorry, but
I'm gonna make this different right now.
Okay.
I am killing Phoebe.
No.
I'm joking.
No one can kill Phoebe.
I'm killing Rachel.
Oh shit!
Yeah, see, I was close, but I was
see
like,
you
I hate
later.
Monica a little bit more.
Okay.
She's way too much, and like she keeps fucking with Ross. In and out, in and out. I don't want no fucking...
She's one of those, like, drama bitches.
Yes,
sure.
I don't want that shit in my life
She left
whatsoever.
her own wedding, guys.
Yeah.
She ran away from her own wedding. Very first episode of the show.
So, I'm having sex with Phoebe. It's going to be a very, like, free-loving kind of night. Like,
absolute hippie sex.
Incense in the air. We're smoking doobies. Like, we're listening to
great
Grateful
time.
Dead. I'm bending her over, fucking Panda Bear style. We're doing all sorts of crazy shit. Ass to mouth and whatever otherwise. Hippies are into that shit.
Sure.
The cat's watching the whole time.
Then American Monica. Because
American Monica.
American, I heard that too.
I'm marrying
Monica.
I'm marrying Monica.
Okay, there we go. American
because
Monica.
I need a woman
Sounds
much
like
like my wife to put me in my place and like
keep things clean.
Keep things like
and
everything's
she can
good.
Cook, so she'll make you good food.
Yeah, she is literally a cook.
Like
that's
she's
true.
a chef or some shit.
Yeah.
So she'll cook for you.
Yeah. And like
she'll
you remind
clean.
me of her because you're short and have black hair.
But I'm not that annoying, am I?
She does have like the OCD, like you can't even move things in your own apartment type shit. Like
yeah, whatever. She can cook me some shit. And
all right.
I've already had a wild night on drugs.
It's true.
It's
true.
We all need clean people right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if she smokes up as well, you know? Fucking chick like that takes her breaks from the restaurant.
Yeah,
and
I
goes
feel
fucking,
like she's too high strung.
True enough, and maybe she could use a fucking
yeah,
puffer
she
too,
probably
like.
should, but she definitely
or this
doesn't.
D. Donuts.
Which she'll make herself.
No, she can be my cook at Pizza Nut.
Yeah.
Full circle.
That's it.
As I rotate my finger around in the air.
I like it.
No better way to end an episode.
Thank you, passengers, for jumping on the train tonight, or this morning, or this evening, or afternoon. There's a lot of different times of the day you can be listening to us. But we hope you have your piece of nice piece of donuts in your hands right now, and hope you enjoy them. Enjoy the rest of your ride, folks.
American Monica.
I fucking hate you so much, Ripkin.
You should hate yourself. You're the one who clearly said American Monica.
American Monica.
American Monica.
Makes great pizzas.
Please follow us on Twitter. I am Ripkin at RipkinWN.
Goobs at GoobsWN.
You can follow the show at the DeRailers.
Let us know what your Ride, Hitch, or Ditch Friend Edition answers
Would
are.
it be American Monica?
I hope so. Also, check out Bad Secret Media at badsecretmedia.com. Check out the Patreon and check out all the other shows.
You can find links to our Patreon on there. Or not Patreon. You can find,
Links to everything.
Patreon on there and also our Team Public page. Find everything on that website.
Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands.